film and The Witch to some degree too, they kind of conjure up this idea of a diorama in my mind. You know, they're very detailed and meticulously made, but they're obviously kind of limited in their scope to some degree.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, what is it about this kind of confined space that excites you thematically?
Well, it's if you are Robert Eggers and you want to make a period movie where every doorknob and floor nail is accurate, you have to limit your scope because it would be too expensive to build, Lord of the Rings that way.
Of course,
right? So that's part of it. But also, I like in these pressure cooker situations, people are emotionally raw and emotionally wild and go to ecstatic places, positive and negative in ecstatic places, and I like exploring that. Sometimes some people have called Rob and Willem's performances stylized, but if you've ever been confronted with madness, it's pretty weird and it's pretty extreme and it's not normal.
As we all know, nothing can go well when you put two men in a giant phallus, of course.
Yes, of course.
These roles suit them so well, but did you write them to the actors, or?
My brother and I should have wrote this movie for them, but I don't write for people unless I know 100% they're gonna say yes. But once it looked like this was the movie on my slate that was going to be greenlit, who else on earth could you possibly cast in these roles?
Right.
It just there's no one else.
Yeah, you kind of had a pin. It's like, these guys, we'll dip into that well eventually, and it just so happened it was this project.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that there's a lot of amazing, like psychosexual subtext in this, but in what ways did they kind of help bring that to the surface? Were you surprised by the way that they played certain scenes, or?
There was one, no. But they are great actors, so there are many details that I truly love. When Rob and Willem are slow dancing, the second turnaround, Rob is grasping Willem's suspenders very tenderly. That's not in the script and wasn't something that I asked for, and it is one of my favorite little choices that Rob made.
Yeah, because you guys had, I believe I read there was a week that you kind of rehearsed things and maybe like blocked it out to some degree, but a lot of this was kind of the moment. These guys just
it was there. Obviously, the final 10% or comes when you say action, but all the blocking and actions were quite rehearsed ahead of time.
Yeah, certainly. The weather was a huge element. The nor'easters that blew through, I know that kind of hindered production a little bit, but there are ways in which you were able to use that to your advantage. Did that kind of help things beyond?
Of course, the terrible weather helped. You can't tell this story without terrible weather. Like if we didn't have the terrible weather, that was incredibly difficult and frustrating and freezing and slowing down production. We couldn't have told this story. So yeah, we needed that weather we needed to be abused and punished by it.
Yeah,
but. It's all part of the fun.
How long have we been on this rock? 5 weeks? 2 days? Help me to recollect.